Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. As we went to break, Cade and Eve were beating the absolute hell out of each other in this Extreme Rules match for this evening. So, without further ado, we're going to get right back into it. As we also went to break, they were locked on the outside, and Eve counters there with a jawbreaker of her own. And Eve goes for a cover on the outside. The ref's nowhere in sight. Finally, the ref makes his appearance. Cade picks up the ladder that apparently is missing support beams, and Eve grabs a sledgehammer. And Cade says, nope, that's enough for the ladder. And Eve gets back into the ring. Cade brings the ladder in, and Eve puts her in a headlock, but Cade counters into a wrist lock, hits that high angle knee drop net breaker that just looks lethal as hell. Cade pulls nice a pullback hurricanrana onto the ladder and the crutch. Here's the cover one. Eve says no. Holy shit. Eve hits the right hand. Cade hits another right hand, hits a face buster on Eve. Cade picks up Eve again. Does a float over head scissors. Tilt-a-whirl head scissors, my bad. And Cade's calling for the end. And Eve taking her time, but Eve gets Cade for stalling, but Cade counters into another net breaker. Cade picks up Eve once again. And Eve victory rolls! And Cade kicks out of it. Eve goes behind on Cade, and oh dear God, German suplex on the ladder! And the ref can't get the count. Jesus Christ. They lock up. Eve's got her in the headlock. And oh, headbutt. And a body toss onto the ladder. Holy Jesus. Eve is opening up a can. Cade throws Eve into the ropes and hits a tilt-a-whirl backbreaker. And Cade does a tilt-a-whirl head scissors. That was a tilt-a-whirl side slam, my apologies. Cade trying to set up something, but she's going up top. Cade, beautiful moonsault off the top. Here's a cover. 1, 2, 3. Cade beats Eve with the moonsault off the top of the rope. What a violent battle. Wow! How did Cade even was able to kick out of that German suplex pin through a ladder? Who knows? But this is far from over, I can tell you that right now. And now Cade turns around and starts yapping at Eve. And Eve gets right back in Cade's face and bam! Oh, damn! Eve slaps the dog shit out of Cade. Cade is on the ground, face down. What a wicked slap that was. That was Shawn Michaels wicked. And Eve is talking trash to Cade while she's face down. And Cade's not moving. She's either surprised or that knocked her unconscious after a little shots to the head. Who fucking knows? All I know is Cade's still down and Eve is still jawing. Eve's about to leave the ring, but stalls, looks back in, and as Cade gets up, oh dear God! Eve putting the... Eve making, see bitch, I can cheat too. Holy shit. As Cade got back up, Eve drove her ass right back down. And I've been motioned that the, okay, I'll be back. Alright. I'll be be right back, ladies and gentlemen. I gotta go to the back. They've agreed terms on the contract, and they'll probably going to be signing here soon. I take it we are in agreement? Yes. Yes. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Then it's official. The series starts next week. When it's all said and done, months from now, one of you will no longer be with FSCW. You will be sent down to FTW. Am I clear? As true as the name on this contract. Damn right. As I make my way back to the ringside for our main event of the evening, I'll explain. This series of matches that they have contract for, they have asked that every match in the upcoming weeks between these two is a gimmicky / stipulation match. We are to go through the entire match library on FSTW. FSCW, there we go. Which will mean, like, their matches were like the steel cage and everything else like that. Everything will come into play. Their match next week may be a self-imposed gauntlet match where their opponents choose their attackers. And accordingly, our techs forget that he's not using the 13 moniker anymore. But there will be matches like pick your poison matches. We'll have Inferno matches. We'll have Extreme Rules matches. We'll have Last Man Standing matches. I Quit matches. Anything that's in our match library will be in play. When everything's said and done, one of those two individuals will no longer be with us. They will be sent down to FTW. And we'll set up for our main event of the evening, which we saw earlier in the show. Eric the Cobra Grunt called out Bagwell and said, "You want to see a magic trick?" But I have a feeling Bagwell is, as he said, it will be kind of hard to win this match from him laughing so much. But we know Eric Cobra Grunt has been the underdog everywhere he's been. And he's come out top. He's had matches with apes. With Vlad, with bears, lions, chairs, and bears. Who knows? He's been at the top of the world. He's been in the bottom. He doesn't give a good goddamn. He wants to fight and will just keep never giving up. Bagwell ducks under, hits a German suplex right out the gate. Bagwell slide goes behind underneath again, sweeps out the leg, Russian leg sweep, driving Eric's head right to the mat. Tries to stomp on Eric, no dice. Bagwell gets behind again and hits another German suplex. Bagwell picks it up him, but Eric counters and kicks to the midsection. But Bagwell counters and hits a vertical staller suplex on Eric the Cobra Grunt. Bagwell goes behind again. Eric counters into the headlock of his own. Throws Bagwell in the corner, but Bagwell's there and answers it and drives the knee to Eric's face. Eric is thrown in the corner. Big right hand from Bagwell and big shoulder thrust in the corner. And now see what Bagwell's going to do now. And just now proceeds to stomp a mud hole and throw that giant thigh of his in Eric's face. Working on the facial regions of Eric. Hits a drop kick. But as you saw, Eric will take the hit and keep getting back up. Jawbreaker there from Eric. Eric the Cobra Grunt goes to the wrist lock. Eric counters, slides around to the waist lock. Standing switch, throws Bagwell into the opposite corner. And big forearm. Followed by big elbow drop from Eric. Eric hits the head, but Bagwell counters and breaks it up. They both punch each other in the head. You saw the sweat come right off both their brows, and he goes for a shin breaker now, trying to break every body part of Eric Cobra Grunt down. Goes to a single leg Boston Crab, but too close to the rope. Kicks to the midsection, slides behind, and Eric hits a sleeper slam. Goes to the headlock. Goes to the wrist lock. Bagwell hits the hammerlock scoop slam. It's a big, what the fuck was that? A Superman Roman Reigns punch to the center split leg? Who knows? But Eric throws Bagwell into the ropes and hits a beautiful Lufez press. And punches Bagwell in the face, hits that jumping shoulder block. Eric counters that punch, slides behind. Bagwell counters into a wrist lock. There's a pullback drop toe hold. Stomps on Eric, and as you see, Eric got right back up. Beautiful belly to back suplex. Bagwell picks up Eric, and Bagwell, what's he going for now? Big GTS? Oh, the long blower per se. And doesn't go for the cover. Eric's been busted open. Goes for the belly splash. Will that be enough? Bagwell's calling for the end game. Hits the blackout. And wait, Eric gets right back up. Eric throws Bagwell into the corner. Eric jumps over Bagwell. Ducks under the shit. And hits a running clothesline from Bagwell. Here's the cover. 1. Bagwell says no. Eric uppercuts him. Goes to the wrist lock. And bites Bagwell right in the face. Drops the elbow. Bagwell avoids it. Takes a kick in the midsection. Bagwell escapes the ring. Trying to slow down some of the momentum from Eric the Cobra Grunt. But Eric says enough of that bullshit. I'm going to come out and chase you. He spins him around. Throws Eric into the apron. Drops the elbow. Eric fights out of it. Eric's backing up. Eric goes for the headlock. Bagwell counters in the wrist lock. Drops the elbow on Eric's throat. Here's the cover. 1. Eric says no. Bagwell kicks the midsection. Goes to the headlock. Elbow to the face of Eric. Goes to the back to the headlock. Eric, here's another cover. 1. Eric says no. Bagwell goes to the wrist lock. Drops another elbow to the throat of Eric the Cobra Grunt. And Bagwell putting him into this dragon sleeper. Will that be enough? Eric the Cobra Grunt loses that match, but I think he made Bagwell actually think. Bagwell might take the victory, but you see Eric's getting back up. But what a match there, ladies and gentlemen. Bagwell's probably going to have to rethink now what Eric's got to do. But and where do we go from here? But I think Bagwell learned a valuable lesson here. Don't give credit where credit is due, and don't think underestimate your opponent, because Bagwell hit everything he had. Oh, anyway, apparently Bagwell's not done. You ass bag! And because Eric was getting back up, so now Bagwell decided to make him stop moving. So, but as we're getting up to break, Bagwell's heading to the rope, heading up the ramp, and he's like, "Shit!" Eric the Cobra Grunt gets back up and motioning to come get some more. And Bagwell's like, "Really?" He has no idea what he stirred up. So Bagwell leaves. He pretty much takes his hands and heads to the back. But that's our show, ladies and gentlemen. That brings us to the end of our show this evening. At the conclusion of our telecast, be sure to head over to our Twitch channel for the final Wednesday night ignition. From what our sources tell us, they're going back to normal time slot on Thursdays. Cannot confirm nor deny that, but that's apparently from our sources. So, till next time, this is Cobble saying, have a good night, and we shall see you on the next flight out.